a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing you do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got room. Touchdown, L.A. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for KC. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Chargers from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes. He did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore from 4 yards out. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Room here to run. They juked him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Mahomes to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards him.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We just saw the dilemma for every coach. You want him to fight for the extra yardage, but somehow continue to cover the football. Oftentimes when you fight that hard, the ball becomes exposed.
Defensively, it's obvious they're trying to be more aggressive. First tackle, taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went to that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Anthony Schwartz, 62 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Cam Akers with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a reach.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 42, Chiefs 14.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
Finding Edwards-Helaire once again.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Complete to number 9. A gain of 19 yards.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Throwing on second and long. Herbert. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. Touchdown! Elijah Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
49, Chiefs 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mahomes going to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
By Joey Bosa. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert on first down now. And this is caught by Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down, it's Herbert. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert operating from the red zone.
He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers would extend their lead here just before halftime.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On second down, they'll run it here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
63 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Butker is on target.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Oh, some strong running on the move past the 40, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's going to let it go again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 126 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Chargers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
That's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share